been a little while since I have done a favorites video. Completely skipped out on May and June, but I'm back today with my July favorites. It's really hard to come up with favorite products that you've been using every single month, especially when you're in love with products from prior months. I somehow managed to scrounge up enough products to actually do a favorites video, so let's dive right in. Some of these might be repeats from previous favorites videos or previous drugstore favorites videos, but that's okay. I'm going to start off with a few lipsticks, and they are the Revlon Matte lipsticks. I've got 4 shades in front of me that I'm really loving. I've got Mauve It Over, which is a nudie mauve shade. I've got Pink Pout, which is a baby pink matte shade. Stormy Pink, which is kind of a Barbie pink matte shade. And lastly, Really Red, which is a true classic red. I had this on in my classic wing dye and red lip tutorial, as well as my brush 101 video part 2. I think these retail at about $8.99 or $9.99, and you can find them at your drugstore. I like them a lot, and for some reason I've been wearing matte lipsticks like crazy. I think it's because I'm super lazy and I don't want to reapply constantly. So if I put down a lip liner and one of these matte lipsticks, they do not budge. I don't find these to be super drying like a lot of matte lipsticks, and I think they have a really great color selection and I highly recommend them. Next I've got another Revlon product, and it is the Colorburst Lip Butter in Creamsicle, and the name speaks for itself. It kind of looks like an orange creamsicle. It's very, very pretty, and I actually have it on right now over top of a lip liner, which I will mention in a second. I'm a huge fan of the Revlon lip butters altogether, and when I first saw this I didn't think I would be into it, but I am, and I really, really like it. It's a very sheer coral orangey shade. It's very pale and it looks absolutely stunning with a smoky eye. You know when you kind of want to have that nude natural shade on your lips when you're doing a smoky eye? This is perfect. And I do believe it looks nice on all skin tones, so that's also a bonus. I think these ones are also like $8 or $9 from the drugstore. My next product I left on my desk, so I had to go fetch it. It is the Essence lip liner in the Nude. These retail at about $2.99, and you can find them at Ulta and Fred Meyer in the US, and in Canada you can find them at Shoppers Drug Mart. What video of mine is complete without an Essence product, right? This is a typical nude lip liner, but I really like it lately and I have it on right now, and I've layered the lip butter that I just talked about over top. I feel like that combination together gives a really nice sort of Bridget Bardot, Pamela Anderson sort of lip. And I always like to line my top lip extra because my bottom lip is really, really big and my top lip isn't as big, so I have to even them out. It just makes me feel like a bombshell and I really, really like it. So I've been using this a lot lately. Onto a few eye products. This is actually a sample I received with a gift with purchase, and it is the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. I've been using this quite a bit and I still have a lot left in my sample size, so it goes to show that a little bit goes a long way. For anybody that ever has issues applying their under eye concealer because their under eye is really dry and it sucks up the product and it creates a lot of creases and drying and flaking, this is going to be your best friend. I use this on myself, and I actually had it in my purse a few weeks ago when I was doing a bridal party, and one of the bridesmaids had really, really dry under eyes. I tried to moisturize her, but the under eye completely drank up the moisturizer and it didn't do anything. And then I applied this, and then I applied concealer over top, and I shit you not, that concealer did not move and it looked absolutely flawless. Obviously moisturizing underneath is also going to be really beneficial, but for that extra little protection I would definitely try this. I think it retails at about $35 to $40 in stores. Don't quote me on that because I haven't seen it in stores yet. I usually order all of my Smashbox online, but I will include it in the description box below. Next I've got an eyeshadow, again by Essence Cosmetics. This is in Shrimp Me Up. It's a really pretty coral salmon shrimp shade. Let me know if you want me to do a coral eye tutorial because I will do so, but the reason I really like this eyeshadow is because I happen to use it as blush as well. Although I really love Essence Cosmetics, you know, every brand has some flaws. I'm not a huge fan of their blushes because I find they don't really show up on me, but that's okay because I improvised and I use this as a blush now, and I absolutely love it. This would look great on deeper skin tones as well. And of course, it's actually used as an eyeshadow, so 2 for 1. Next I've got the Stila Kajal eyeliner in bronze, and this is a bronze eyeliner. It's pretty self-explanatory. I've had this for years and years. I don't even know if they make this exact one anymore. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I like to add a little bit of this to my waterline or just drag it along my top lash line and just press it in. Throw some mascara on, put on some lip gloss and blush, and I'm out the door. So if you have blue eyes, I highly recommend you pick up a bronze eyeliner like this. I believe I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. I forget what video it is, but I had said, you know, if you have blue eyes, I highly recommend you pick up a bronze eyeliner. And so many of you brown-eyed beauties out there asked me what eyeliner you should get for your eye shade. If you have brown eyes, I would recommend going out and picking up any sort of eyeliner that has mauve, eggplant, or purple hues. Purple in general will bring out brown, hazel, and green eyes from my knowledge. So definitely go pick up something similar like this. You don't have to get this exact one. Almay actually has a whole bunch of eyeliners for different eye shades, and I think they're under $10, so you could definitely check those out in the drugstore. I think this is like $15 to $20. Again, I don't know the exact cost of this because I've had it for so long, but I think I'm just gonna estimate that it's in the department store pricing range. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that I use the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliner in taupe for my eyebrows, but I've been cheating on it a little bit because I recently purchased the Revlon Brow Fantasy, and this is in dark blonde. It has a pencil on one side and it has a gel on the other side, and the gel is actually slightly tinted. I've been using this for quite a while, and I've been noticing that on my Instagram you guys think my eyebrows are looking pretty boss, so I have Revlon to thank for that. I usually use a brow pencil in clear gel, but I don't know what it is about this colored gel. It just slightly lightens my brows and it just keeps them really sharp and crisp all day long. So I've been a really huge fan of this. I believe these retail at $11.99 and they come in 4 different shades. Next I've got a blush that I've mentioned in previous videos, and I think I've done quite a few tutorials with it, and it is the MAC Mineralize blush in Gentle. It's got a blue undertone, it's kind of like a plummy mauve shade, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. If I had to choose one favorite blush in the entire universe for all skin tones, it would be this right here. And I know most people are crazy about Orgasm by NARS. This is my equivalent of that. Many of my fair skinned beauties will be totally intimidated by this shade, but hear you me, this looks awesome on fair skin if you blend it out properly. I actually have this on right now, and I've blended it out quite a bit, and I can pull it off. Not only does it look awesome on fair skin, it looks absolutely immaculate on deeper skin tones. All of my women of color, you need to go out and you need to purchase this for yourself because it will completely change your makeup journey. Honestly, it looks so good on deeper skin. Next, I'm going to talk about a few foundation combinations that I've been using over the last few months. And on my face right now, I have the CoverGirl Outlast Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation and the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. Let me start off by telling you my skin type because for those of you who are new here, I've been getting a lot of questions about it. I am oily combination, sort of acne prone, but mostly oily. So for the longest time, I wasn't really able to wear the L'Oreal True Match Lumi on its own because I get really shiny and it looks like you can cook an egg on my face. So what I decided to do is pair it up with the super mattifying powdery finish of the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1, and together they've made love on my face and created the perfect medium between dewy and matte, if that makes sense. My descriptions are just... why do you guys watch me sometimes, I ask myself. Anyway, these two together are awesome. I have them on right now, and with a great primer and powder, I don't get as oily as I would with this on its own. And of course, you know that I absolutely love this on its own. It's great, and I've talked about it in previous videos. The next combination I've been trying out when I don't want a super crazy high coverage like the first pairing is the Garnier BB Cream for oily combination skin and the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Glow Sheers, and this is a tinted moisturizer. It has an SPF of 30, and this has been a favorite of mine for many years. I think I've mentioned it in a previous video, and I've also done an article about it on my website. I've raved a lot about this in the past. I think it's super moisturizing. I think it gives great coverage. coverage. This right here is also super moisturizing. It provides me with an SPF. This one is in light medium, and I've been doing a lot of self-tanning lately, so it's a little bit too light for me, which is why I like to mix it with this one. I didn't want to go out and just buy a new shade just yet until I finish it, so I was like, oh, well, I have this on hand, and I tried them together, and they looked awesome. The one downside to the Neutrogena is that it only comes in 3 shade ranges, which is a disappointment. I do think they need to expand their color range so that they can have more options for super fair people and people with deeper skin tones. I think this retails at about $13. I haven't seen it in Canada though. I only purchase it at Target in the States. That being said, if I see it at Target in Canada, I will let you know. Next, I've got a brush that I've been loving, and it is the e.l.f. flat top powder brush, and this is from their Studio line. It is absolutely flat and it is absolutely amazing, and I carry this in my purse with me every single day of my life. Anytime I need to blot my face, I just press it into my powder and then just press it into my skin, and I think it gives a really beautiful mattifying finish, and it doesn't add too much powder to my face, so it doesn't make me feel really cakey, and I just can't get past the fact that it's $3. I am so impressed with this. So if you're looking for a powder brush, I would recommend this over a rounded powder brush any day. On to a few nail polishes. I've got the China Glaze nail polishes. This one is in Pool Party, this one is in Shocking Pink, and this one is in Flip Flop Fantasy, which I've got on my nails right now. All 3 of these are really awesome for your tips and your toes. I really love these shades for spring and summer. I think these retail at about like $5.99, and you can find them at Sally's or any type of salon that carries China Glaze. One tip I would give you when you're using neon nail polishes like this is to have a really good top coat and a really good base coat. Unfortunately, the downside to neon nail polish is that it has no staying power. It looks really awesome on the nails, but it chips like a mother. So you gotta have a good base and top coat and you're set. Other than that, I'd highly recommend these, and I thought I'd mention them because I've been wearing them a lot lately. My last item is a fragrance, and that's very rare for me because I never really do fragrances or anything in my favorites. I have the Bath & Body Works Forever Red Eau de Perfume Rollerball. I purchased this on a whim because I was buying a shit ton of candles there, and then I walked past this and I was smelling something in the air. I'm not usually a very fruity girl. I'm usually into really sultry, sexy scents, but this is a nice medium between sexy and fruity. I bought the rollerball because I'm always on the go and sometimes I forget to apply perfume, so on the days where I'm frazzled and frantic, I have a rollerball in my purse so I can just roll it all over my collarbone and all my sexy places and go on about my day. I think this was like anywhere between $15 to $25. I don't remember, but it smells really good. And that concludes my July favorites. I don't know if I had a lot of stuff to talk about, but again, it's really hard to come up with products that I've been loving, and I don't like to mention things unless I've genuinely been loving them. We keep it real at the Beauty Vault. I've gone makeup shopping for myself and my professional kit quite a bit over the last few months. If you want me to do a haul, then give this video a thumbs up and I will do so. I've only ever done like one other haul on my channel. One thing I haven't been loving in May, June, and specifically July, fruit flies. Those little bastards can go straight to hell. Honestly, I don't know if you guys ever have fruit fly problems, specifically in the summertime. There's one buzzing around me right now. But I can't even eat a banana and leave the peel out for longer than a minute without fruit flies just being born in the air right next to it. I don't know, do they hatch in the air? Do they hatch in the fruit? I've googled it over and over again, and I've googled ways to get rid of them, and I have a bunch of traps all over the place right now because I'm trying to murder all of them. I basically turned into the fruit fly bounty hunter this month, so that's my life. I could go on about this for a hot minute because I've gone through hell and back with them. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in this video you see one of them like buzzing around the lens, because I've seen a few of them. If any of you are suffering from fruit flies, what you can do is add some apple cider vinegar into a bowl, cover the bowl with saran wrap, and then poke little holes in the bowl. They're so stupid that they fly in there, they have a nice little dip in the apple cider pool, and then they drown and die. So this is how I've been spending my last month, just booby trapping the whole house and watching them drown. That's life, bro. Shit happens when you don't mind your business and you're all up in my banana peels all day. Anyways, as usual, I've gone off on a tangent. If you have any products you'd like to recommend to me, or you want to share what products you've been loving in general, leave them in the comments below. I absolutely love reading comments, and I take a lot of your recommendations seriously because just like you trust me, I trust you. All of the products that I talked about will be listed in the description box below, and I will also list all of my social media, the Facebook page, the website, and all that jazz. If you want to be friends and you want to see me on the regular, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hello to all my new subscribers, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!